Hi there everyone, Life DIY Josie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Thrifty Thursday when I do a throwback of one low budget idea every Thursday. Today I have a couple of treasured projects for you. First, I have this wall clock that I purchased at 99 cents only store only last year. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. No matter how many times I replace the battery, it dies within a couple of hours of me replacing it with new one. So anyway, instead of wasting batteries, I'm gonna be repurposing this clock. I am going to turn it into a beautiful home decor in farmhouse style. So I'm just gonna be removing the hardware. I'm gonna save that for another project and just unscrewing everything and setting it aside. So I've noticed that this clock is made of plastic, and no wonder it's not very expensive. I only purchased this for $7.99, I believe, from the 99 cents only store. I'm going to be painting this outer part. I like the way that it looks like right now. It looks like a bronze finish, but I kind of want to brighten it up. So I'm using my chalk paint and just applying a couple of coats on the top side and also on this stopwatch kind of decoration on the top. And then I am going to let it dry. So while I'm waiting for it to dry up, I am going to be using this contact paper that looks like wood that I got at Amazon, and I am just going to be removing the insert, and then I'm going to be cutting the size of this circle so that it'll be my new face. So this contact paper is amazing. If you don't want to buy it from Amazon, at Walmart, I think they have something similar. Even the Dollar Tree sells contact paper with kind of like a wood grain. Maybe not similar in finish or colors, but they do sell them also at Dollar Tree. They have other options there to match your decor. So what I'm going to do here too is paint the inner kind of frame, you know, the black inner side. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the same brush and paint my chalk paint, which is in ivory cream color, and I have painted the inner part and left it to dry as well, 2 coats, just like the outer frame. So here I'm just lining it up where I'm going to be hanging it on the walls. I'm making sure that I have it on the right position. So I have decided to do the paper in horizontal rather than vertical lines. And then I'm smoothing out as I remove the adhesive backing and making sure that there are no bubbles or bumps. And then I'm ready to decorate this. I am going to be adding letters, and these are stickers, poster stickers that I got at Dollar Tree. I'm just going to spell out Home Sweet Home. I love these stickers because, you know, I don't have a Cricut or any digital cutting machine. So this one is really great because I can spell things. May not be as flexible as owning a Cricut or digital cutting machine, but at least it works. So I'm just positioning the words in a way that they're kind of like staggered. I don't want to make them too aligned because I am going to be embellishing or adding flowers. I'm going to be using this faux lavender flowers that I got at Amazon, and I love this because they look so real. So I'm putting some on the upper right top of my decorations and then some on the lower left so that it's like a semi-wreath sort of. I love using this wall clock because it has a lot of space inside. So if I want to use it like a shadow box, put in some more items there, maybe photos or mementos. It's an excellent way to keep your mementos and keepsakes, a memory keeper of sort, or even like a time capsule. So you can redecorate this season after season. I imagine this with lights during the winter time and putting some holiday decorations and flowers and all of those things that you can change season after season. So I'm kind of doing something here that would work all year round. Lavender's a popular floral, I think, in a farmhouse style home, and I think mixing it with this faux wood backdrop and the words home sweet home really makes it amazing and very homey and very farmhouse. So next, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to flop it out and then arrange it in a way that all the flowers are not protruding out, because I don't want them to get trapped out of the frame. So even the embellishments of the strings. But before I cover this up again, I am just going to go ahead and use Mod Podge, because I want to protect also the letters. Besides, I've noticed that they were kind of lifting up on some of the corners, so I wanted to make sure that the letters will not fall off after I put back the glass and the top cover. So once I'm satisfied with the way it looks, I'm going to go ahead and put back the glass and then the top frame. And then I am going to go ahead and put the screws back on, making sure they're tight, and then hang this piece on the wall. And here it is next to our wedding photo collage. And just want to focus it here. I'm trying to avoid the glare, that's why it's kind of sideways, because there is a window right in front of it. So I didn't want you to see the glare. I wanted you to appreciate also the decorations that I put in there. So that's why I'm kind of like at an angle here. So I really like how it looks, and I hope I inspire you not to throw away those old wall clocks and create something nice. For my next DIY, I will be transforming this 3-tier wrought iron stand that I got at Goodwill. I purchased this about a decade ago, and they didn't come with any plates because I think the original plates were broken. That's why I got a pretty good deal. I think I paid only $5 or $6 for it. I was intending to replace the plates, use it as a dessert or hors d'oeuvre stand for parties, but I never got around it. So now that the 3-tier trays are very popular, brought about by the farmhouse revolution, I am going to be transforming this to a 3-tier tray. I have this old cake pans that I got at Dollar Tree, so I'm going to be using this. And it just so happened that the other day I was looking at this and I was about to throw them away too, because they already have some tarnish or rust. We've used them for baking cakes, and I put some parchment papers when I bake, and then when I wash them they turn into this. So I was going to use some CLR to wash them, but then I was looking at some Pinterest pictures of 3-tier trays, and the galvanized and the rustic ones, a lot of them are rusted. So I figured I'm just going to leave them as is. But first I want to brighten this wrought iron up and paint it with white paint. I'm just using acrylic paint here instead of my chalk paint that I used earlier for that wall clock project. I figured that this one I will make it a lot brighter than the other one, because I'm going to be adding some distressed or weathered technique that I have used in some of my previous projects. So this is just an artist acrylic paint, to be honest, nothing really fancy. I only bought or used the Apple Barrel's bottled paint here. Yep, that's the one that I use, so I figured I'll just use it here, and if it doesn't turn out well, I can always repaint it. That's what's good about paint. So I'm just going through all the nooks and crannies as well as crevices, just using my simple artist paintbrush that I also got at probably Dollar Tree or Walmart, so very inexpensive. So I'm just painting it everywhere, underneath and anywhere that can be seen. I will be applying 2 coats of paint, drying in between applications. I am also painting these 3 removable metal rings, and these rings are the ones that will hold my baking pans in place. And then after applying 2 coats of paint, I'll be using this Nutmeg Brown by Apple Barrel, and I will be applying some distressed or weathered finish. The nutmeg brown paint imitates the color of rust, and it will complement the baking pan. So that is the reason why I cannot just leave it stark white, because the baking pans are rusted. So I kind of want to make them blend well. And I'm going to be adding rust finish also on the rings, the metal rings where the pans will sit. Let me show you some examples of how I will use these 3-tier trays. So first, for the holidays or winter, so to cover the rust inside the pan, I topped it with cutouts of burlap fabrics to fit inside, and then I placed my decorations. And I also added some candles for a romantic look. So I'm just staging this in our guest bedroom right now, so that to give you examples. So this is for winter, and then I'll show you how I'm setting it up for fall. And here it is, how it looks like for fall. I'm just using all my pumpkins, all my Thanksgiving decorations, along with my LED pillar candles from Dollar Tree and some florals from Dollar Tree. Love it. So this ceramic pumpkins are from Target Dollar Spot, collected from 2018. And the fall signs, the wooden pumpkin fall signs, are from the 99-cents only store for 99 cents each. Yeah, and I really love how it looks like. Fall is my favorite season of all, so I really love how it turned out. And let me show you how it looks like set up for spring. Shabby chic style. And I have this teacup rose for years now, and then I scattered some LED candles from the Dollar Tree. Those flowers in the glass jar are from 99-cents only store, so it doesn't take a lot of money to decorate a 3-tier tray. By the way, I want to show you this Home Sweet Home sign that I DIY'd back in 2018, I believe. And that's one of my favorite DIYs, using Dollar Tree items only. Even the words, the stickers, I used the decals from Dollar Tree. And by the way, if you could see the headboard there, I also have a DIY which I'm going to be inserting here. Now this is the look for a spa or summer look. I'm using the buffalo check theme here And I DIY'd even the glass here. I painted it with my own buffalo check freehand style. And then I got that kitchen towel, blessed from Dollar Tree, and then I rolled up some face towels from Walmart. They also sell them at Dollar Tree, I believe. And then my LED candles, as well as faux succulent. And then here I'm just showing you that you can actually use this for your kitchen. So put fruits or even lemons or even potatoes or even, you know, onions or garlic, anything that doesn't need to stay in the refrigerator, you can use this one. So I'm just propping it up here, putting my 99 cents only store flowers in a jar just to see how it looks. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and I'll see you again next week for another Thrifty Thursday. Bye!